here's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Here's Jackson. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Play action now. Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the first drive, 3-and-out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota. Right back to Pitts again. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. It was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, it's Mariota. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Kentavious Street there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Hawkins. Oh, big hole left side. And he'll be out of bounds. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
On the ground with a tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Anthony Firkser, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll run on first down. It's Hawkins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on second down. There and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
First down, Hawkins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for, and this time he uses quickness to make a play.
2nd and 11 now. To throw is Mariota. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Play action now, Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
4 yards remain for second down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mariota to throw it. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Mariota on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Mariota. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. a reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, Mariota. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, it's Hawkins, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mariota. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half here. Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Winston. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Play fake. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Winston into the slide, and he's got a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Winston. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Mariota. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 4th down. Now Winston. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
and both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Jameis now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. 69 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Hawkins looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And to give this time to the tailback. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a big play there on 4th down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, it's Patterson. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Off the play fake, Mariota. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 44, Winston. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Winston to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here's Mariota. He completes it to Ridley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree. Matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league. And they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Falcons, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.